Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Against Aaron.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. It is November 17th. It is a Thursday. As usual, I am Wild Matt. And as always, Steiner's here.
Unlike other people.
Sure. The funny thing about the other people is that they wanted the show to come back.
Yes.
They were
remember
partially
you
the
saying that.
reason why I even came back. But no, hey, I'm not going to complain. I wanted to come back anyways.
Yeah. Well, I messaged you about it as well, and then you're like, "Hey, that's funny. He just sent me a message about the exact same thing."
Yeah, he's like,
And yes, it's going to
to
be coming back in a week or two.
I'm going to school for radio, man. That'd be cool to do a lot. Yeah, well, so much for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, like I said, Thursday, November 11th. Hey, we're getting really close to Christmas here. I don't know
Yeah.
if you noticed.
I just did the stupidest thing possible and bought a Christmas gift in front of my daughter.
She will remember in like a month and a half from now.
No. The thing, like, she remembered when she woke up from her nap and threw a hissy fit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's set up on her desk in her playroom, and she's playing with it right now.
well, oh okay. Well then, what can you do? The one time that I discovered my presents when I was a kid, my parents brought the gifts back,
Nice.
and they gave me other stuff. It's pretty shitty, but hey, kids, if you find your shit, just leave it there.
Yeah. Don't.
Just be like, yes, I got that thing. I made the mistake of letting them know I knew what was coming up. Anyways, megascorcher.com. Go check out that URL. That's where you want to go to check out all our VODs, the MP3s, all that goodness, other shows. Currently, it's only Fresh Air right now, but Mac said that he's going to start posting his shows there. But hey, you can go on our YouTube. There's a bunch of stuff going on there too. All right, iTunes, all that stuff, wherever you can find podcasts. And if you want to watch live, we're on our YouTube channel, Mega Scorcher TV. And hey, like and subscribe. Just do all that stuff on YouTube. So this is the first show that we're video games only. I know.
Wow.
It's crazy. That is crazy. So let's
Video
talk
game
about
show about video games.
some games we're playing, which I only have one. It's still 1010, that iPhone game.
Yeah.
But that iPhone game is actually really fun. If you haven't heard me talk about it yet, it's kind of like Tetris, where you have pieces, but you get 3 at a time. They do not come down. You have to just place them on the grid. And you can make lines vertically and horizontally. And that's this game. I got up to 4,000 points. I'm pretty good now.
4,000 points or lines?
Points.
Or is a point a line?
Well, so it's a grid, right? So every time you fill a spot on the grid, you get 1 point. Then when you clear a line, I'm not sure how that works. I think if you clear multiple lines at once, you get more points.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the maximum lines you can clear at once is 5. Because you get a long stick that's 5 pieces.
Oh, they can't go the 4 because then they'd get sued or they're fucking assholes.
No, they have a 4.
Yay.
They have a 4.
They do?
And I'm pretty...
No.
I think wasn't it Ubisoft that owned Tetris now? I forget who owns that shit. It changes so much.
EA did. I don't know if someone else bought it from them.
And something else though. So I've been saving up to go to Survivor Series this weekend because I'm also going to Raw the night after, and I'm also going to Survivor Series the night after that. If I went to NXT, that would be 4 nights of wrestling. I'm not going to NXT though. Only the truest of true wreshling. None of this indie crap. No, it's not even that indie. It's just, I like Samoa Joe and I like Shinsuke Nakamura, but I don't really want to go to that. I'm already paying enough to go to Survivor Series. So Raw is substantially cheaper than Survivor Series, like a lot less.
Yeah.
I guess it's not very surprising since one's a pay-per-view, but Whatever. What can
Can't
you do?
remember how much it was when we went to Raw.
Well, so the last WWE event I went to was here. Oh no, it wasn't Toronto. It was Roadblock. It was a glorified house show. So it was like a WWE Network special, but it was just a house show. It was just a regular little rinky-dink house show. And then I went to SmackDown. I think I paid like $30 for that. The TV shows are pretty cheap. It only gets expensive if you want to sit right on the ring.
We went to a Nitro,
oh, that's a long time ago.
SmackDown, and a Raw.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 45 for the Raw, and that I'm talking almost like 15 years ago.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit more back then because it was just more popular.
Yeah, exactly.
I paid $110 for Survivor Series, and I'm up in the 300s. They're not fantastic seats, but they're pretty good. It's from the side angle, so I'll see the stage fine and the ring fine. What else could you want?
This was at the ACC. We were the first row of the upper level.
Man,
on
ACC
all three.
Like during Nitro, that must have been like right near the end of Nitro then. Because the ACC was like what, 2002?
I do think
2001?
that it was they had purchased them.
Okay, well, yeah. There was no WCW after they purchased them. Like,
but it was still they still put on the Nitro shows for a bit.
No, it was like one night of Nitro, and they were like, "Ooh, this is terrible."
No,
they stopped right away.
So it must have been just before.
Yeah, that was the plan. They wanted to do WCW as its own separate thing at first, but then they were like, "Oh, we don't have anybody. Let's not do this." All right, let's stop talking about wrestling. This is the video game show. No, I'm kidding. I don't really care. Okay. So anyways, the reason I was bringing all that up is because I'm saving up, and that's why I don't have Battlefield 1 yet.
Yeah.
As soon as I get paid after all that crap, next week, I'm going to have it by the time the show starts next week. So yeah, that's what I've been playing, which is nothing.
Yeah, so I've been playing pretty much the exact same shit I've been playing for the past year. So I tried playing Dishonored 2. My video card cannot play it. I get about 13 frames a second in combat. So I'm going to have to buy a new video card.
Well, I'm not entirely sure that's the video cards issue. It might just be the game.
It is. My video card's below system requirements.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, no. Now the weird thing is, at ultra low settings, I get 13. At ultra, I get like 10. So there's only like a 3 frame second difference between ultra and very low. So riddle me that one, Batman, because I don't fucking get that.
I don't get PC games for the most part sometimes, because it's like it just seems so arbitrary sometimes, where it's just like you lower the shit and it's like it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's like, oh, look at these graphics, they look so much worse. It should be running at like 100 frames, but it's like,
Well, that's just the way computers are. That's not necessarily because you're still actually having to render out the scene. It's just then the textures over top of the scene that are then substantially better or worse, or not there in some cases. But like between the highest and the lowest, you typically would get 20 to 30 frames a second difference, and I'm getting 3.
Yeah, I don't know about that game because it's also a weird case where it might just be the game.
No, well, it's not, because my video card's running at 100% and it never runs at 100%. It typically runs at like 98 or something like that. Now it's running at 100%.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even I hear people who have great computers have issues with that game also. So
well, it depends on your definition of issues, that they want to get 200 frames a second and
no. Just like they can't really get a constant frame rate. I don't know if it's 30. But it's definitely when they're trying to run it at constant 60, and they can't. There's
some YouTube videos out there, and to get a constant 60, you need a 970. At 1080p, you'll get a constant 60 on a 970.
I don't have it in the news, but I remember reading about it last week that they were talking about a patch.
And I watched I don't know about any patch, but
I'm sure. Well, they said that they were going to fix it. So that has to be a patch.
A lot of the videos and shit that I was saying is that Bethesda said it came out and said, "Yeah, your computers suck. Just deal with it."
That sounds like Bethesda.
But fair enough. I don't know if that was Arcane themselves or just a Bethesda rep or something. But that was paraphrasing one of the quotes that was put out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they said that. I don't know if I read that though.
No.
All right.
But it's just really weird that you get a 3-frame difference between the highest and lowest. That's just not normal. So yes, there could be something issue like the optimization in the game is just shit. But like there's a lot going on in the game. So
have you heard how it runs on the consoles? Because that I have no idea.
I've only watched Victor Lucas play it on the PS Pro, PS4 Pro, and it looked pretty smooth. So, but again, I only watched it for like 5 minutes, if that.
Good stuff. With the Pro 2, that console records better technically. It streams out at 1080.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's if your internet can support that kind of stuff. I wonder how what the bitrate is on that from the PS4 to YouTube, because I know YouTube transcodes all that stuff, but
right, but you don't get to actually pick it, or it just chooses it off.
Well, so I remember the settings on the PS4 was like super high, standard, and like medium or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on PC, you get to choose whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
okay.
you can change it by two kilobits if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good stuff about having PC. Get a capture card. They can't take away your streaming if you want to stream, and there's like some important scene on the screen. They're like, don't stream this. No, screw you, man. I'm streaming this. Yeah.
You can do that anyways. You just need to get a HDMI switch, but sure.
Well, you need a capture card. If you stream it straight from the PS4.
Okay, yeah. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. You need a computer to do that stuff. All right.
Fair. IKEA.
So the new releases this week. Hey, there's one thing that's kind of substantial, I guess, this week. Do you know?
I'm reading it on the news,
okay.
but I wouldn't call it substantial.
Oh, I mean, what else came out this week?
Pokemon Moon and Sun.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's substantial for some people.
Well, that's going to sell a hell of a lot more than.
Well, yeah, of course.
2.
I'm not saying sales wise. I'm just saying like AAA, on everything. Who has a 3DS now? Who has a No, I don't know. That's everybody.
Well, okay, everybody has one. It's just who the fuck actually turns it on. Well, it's just I have big issues with Watch Dogs, and then Watch Dogs 2, like to the point that he hacked a fucking Beetle wagon or a Volkswagen wagon or bus or whatever the fuck those things. Dude, that thing does not have electrical chip.
Dude,
in
everything
the
has a
thing
computer
to be
in
able
it
to
now,
hack.
man. Even the old stuff, dude, it all has it.
Okay.
The old lady in that Volkswagen wanted to pimp out her ride, so she pimped it out, and now it has all that computer stuff in it.
I just like, if you're gonna make a game like that, make it realistic to the point of like certain shit, like not everything, or don't even. Why the fuck would you even put that Volkswagen in the fucking game? Because you're gonna be called out on that bullshit, or just how stupid that is.
I can't say that I totally mind. If it depends what the game goes for, and I don't feel like this game's entirely realistic. It's if
but why put that vehicle? Like that vehicle is so old. Just keep everything over like 90, 95 or something like that. Everything newer than 95 is in the game. Everything older, it's not gonna have a network thing to be able to get into the thing to be able to do anything to it.
Yes, so it's the one vehicle you can't hack in the whole game. It's the special vehicle. The non-hackable.
Well, they even had a Camaro in there that looked like it was a 70-something Camaro, and the guy hacked it. Like, dude, that thing does not have.
Yeah, but dude, did you watch Fast and the Furious? How there's like, come on, there might be a little computer chip in there that says, "Hey, I want NOS to go in there now."
Okay, so there's a difference between computer chip and networking to be able to get into that computer chip. But
hey, I gotta have my 3G in this thing too. Come on now, it's 2016.
Oh yeah, so 3G. It's 2016. Sorry, what?
Well, it's 3G still all right for what
LTE, 4G.
In most places where you're driving, you're only gonna have 3G anyways. Like you're gonna have to be in the city at all times to utilize LTE. If you go anywhere out the city, you're on 3G.
I don't have LTE in Calgary. It's all just 4G.
Yeah, it's LTE everywhere here, I guess. In Ottawa and Toronto, anyways. I don't know about anywhere
Toronto
else.
is. Toronto, you'll get whatever the fuck everywhere. But yeah.
Hey, Ottawa has it has improved in the last like 3 years. The internet here is pretty good, and the data's pretty good too. Like with Bell, they have the FiOS, or not the FiOS, the fiber, whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, fiber.
Is it called Bell Fiber? Bell Fibe.
Yep.
Bell Fibe.
5, sure.
That's what they call it here. Yeah. I know they have different names for different provinces. It's weird. Anyways, hey.
Well, they don't have. There is no Bell here.
Is it? Do you have like something called
Telus.
Bell Alliant or something?
Nope.
No.
There is no. Bell and Telus have a contract that Bell does not go west of Ontario.
So that's why you get Telus TV over there then.
Yes.
Not. It's not like that over here.
Nope.
No Telus television here.
Well, the thing, yeah, that's the exact, like, Telus won't go east of Ontario and Bell won't go west of Ontario.
Well, if Telus has TV here, it would only be through the internet anyways. So
Yes.
yeah, I doubt that they have the infrastructure to do that because they're pony backing on Bell here. Everything they do here is like I had Telus for my cell phone, and they just
Yeah, well,
use Bell.
cell phones are different, but yeah. I'm talking about for actual hardline television, internet, home phone,
Yeah.
but who the fuck has a home phone?
There's a game called Fright Show Fighter on the PC, and I think it's also out on the PS4. It just looks like a weird fighting game. I don't know if I would even call it a fighting game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I guess it's an indie thing. It must be pretty cheap. Let's say it's like if this is $15, then maybe $10. All right.
That's not free. I don't know if anyone would actually play that.
I don't know. Whatever.
Like, you are talking about, like, Steam Greenlight or something like that with this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $5.
No, it's officially out. This is not. This
Yeah,
is not
no, but
early
the thing is, it would
access.
still be a green, like, it still would have been something through that
Maybe.
project, and it would only have been $5 or something. Like, this thing's not.
Hey, it's 3D.
Well, I'm not saying that.
And it has like the Destructoid robot in there for some reason.
independent indie games on Steam are fucking cheap.
Well, yeah, of course, because
It's like iOS.
the
It's not
market
shit like
dictates.
whatever.
The market dictates the price. It's like it's
Yeah.
iOS. It's like, hey, you could get $1 game. Fuck, man, I'm not gonna pay $10 for Steam games anymore.
Yeah.
pretty
Well, no,
much
but
what
Steam
happened.
game. Well, yeah, fair enough. So Steam dropped their price or whatever.
Like, how many freaking PC and console games came to iOS later, and they were like $1 or $2? What's it called? That strategy game. Aliens. It's like a short title. It's like 3 or 4 letters. Why am I blanking?
XCOM.
Yes, XCOM. There you go.
Well, XCOM was $12 on iOS.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's cheaper now.
Oh, now, yeah, it's been out for 2 years or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
12 is expensive for a phone game, but that's pretty cheap though still.
Because it was an actual full game. Like, it was the exact game, frame for frame.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection is out this week, and I think that's like what the first game, the third game, because you're not Ezio in the second game.
I thought you were Ezio in the first 2 and
No.
then Brotherhood.
No, because the second one you're fuck. Oh wait, no, Altair. Sorry, that's okay. Okay, so it's not the first game. It's the second game and the third game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Brotherhood,
Was it? I thought it was Brotherhood.
or yeah, brother. Okay, no, it's the second one, Brotherhood, and then another one that has a subtitle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's out on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Freeze Me. That's on the PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Mac, and PC. Oh man, I totally forget what that was. I looked at footage of it earlier, and it's already out of my mind, so that tells you something. Mutant Mudds Deluxe. This game has been out on everything, and now it's coming out on PS4 and maybe Xbox One. It's a side scroller. has an okay gimmick where you're like going to the foreground and the background and it's not a terrible game. Depending on how expensive it is, it might be worth getting. If I still had a Wii U, I would get this upcoming game right here, Wario Land Shake It.
Now,
And
what is that?
it's just, do you know what Wario Land is?
On the Game Boy.
Yes, it's that.
But I don't understand the point of Shake It then.
So you have a shake mechanic where you shake your controller at specific spots where he's shaking.
So we waggle. Okay, fair enough.
The last Wario game was kind of like this too, but the graphic style on this game is totally different. Like the sprites are hand drawn. He looks really cool.
Mm.
He looks like a cartoon. Like when he switches between these cutscenes here and the
Yeah.
actual game, it looks really cool because it looks pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. If I had a Wii U, I'd be interested, but I sold my Wii U. Getting ready for that Switch? No, probably not. Probably not.
I haven't bought a Nintendo product since Super NES.
Oh, that was in the news this week. So the Wii U, the price is expected to be around like, I don't remember what the pounds was, but it's $329 for the most expensive one, Canadian. And then for the cheapest one, it's like $260, $275-ish.
There's still that much?
That's not that bad. That is not that bad. The 3DS
For a
was
dead
$300.
system.
No, I mean the Switch. The Switch.
Oh,
That's the price of
Okay.
the Switch right now. Speculation says.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the Wii U. Is
No.
that-
The Wii U's cheap as hell right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm kind of confused on.
No. So that's cheaper than what the Wii U launched for, and it's about the same price as what the 3DS launched for. But the 3DS was super expensive when it launched.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's because that 3D swaggle screen thing was wonky, and then they just got rid of it.
well, they got rid of it in the 2DS, but it got better in the next 3DS.
Well, the XLs, yeah.
Yeah, the XL, the 3D and those ones were great. It's just who really even cares about 3D anyways. Like that's the real problem with it now. Is
Yeah.
everybody plays it with it off, and it just uses more battery too. So
Yeah.
Silence on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Mac. That's like one of those weird games. It's kind of like a flower. It's like I don't know how to describe it.
Mm.
Stern Pinball Arcade for everything pretty much, including phones. And the cool thing about this one is if you get it on Android, I'm not sure about the iOS version, but the Android version is compatible with Gear VR. So you can play pinball in fucking VR. That's fucking amazing. You can like lean down, like look at the table and shit. That'd be pretty cool. I would try that. I'm not sure if it works with I wonder if Pinball Arcade works with VR on the PC. It might already work on the PC with VR. Who knows? But there's already Pinball Arcade, and this is just specifically Stern tables, which they have. What do they have that I really want to play on this? It's freaking that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Where there's a kid that has a magic ticket and he goes in the movie.
We did
Last Action Hero. Last Action
We talked
Hero.
about that like 2 weeks ago.
I talk about it pretty often. It's a pretty good movie.
But yet you can't remember the title of it.
It was just because I was trying to think of the fucking pinball. I was just like, oh, what is it? Yeah, for some reason. And there's a bunch of other tables they have. Stern is like pretty much the only table maker that exists now in North America. So if you go to an arcade and you see a pinball and it's a new one, odds are it's a Stern table, like the Tron table. Or they have a bunch of the Walking Dead. That's a pretty cool table. I like that one. There's like a zombie in the middle you hit and he like rattles around and goes, "Urgh." It's pretty cool. And then Pokemon Moon and Sun. That's out. And then Killing Floor 2 is out on the PC and PS4.
Well, it's been out on the PC for a year and a half.
Yeah, early. It was like you could buy it for less. Now it's actually out.
Oh.
And now you have to pay full retail for it. I think it was like $30 when it was early access.
Canadian. It's $30 now for
Oh, well, there you go.
Canadian.
There you go. Maybe early access was like 15. I don't know. I thought it was 30 early access, but there you go. And that's it. All right. So, news of the week. We got some stuff to discuss here. This one's going to go fast. So, Nintendo has a new 3DS thing. That's like their note exchanger from before. But now this one's called Swap Doodle. And you get to doodle and send stuff that way. Yeah, it kind of works like it used to, but I guess they have more pay stuff in here now. So, you have to pay to draw better, I guess.
Wait.
Like, I guess you can buy more colors, or you can buy more, I don't know, brushes and stuff. Stamps.
Yeah. Nintendo. Yay.
I know, it's a 3DS. What can you do? Persona 5 got delayed to April 4th. I think that's the second time it got delayed now.
At least.
That's pretty standard for a Persona game. But
yeah.
But they're going to throw in a bonus with that delay. You're going to get to play it in Japanese now if you want to in North America. Woo.
Which whoever plays that game would want that anyways. So
I don't know.
I thought that would have already been.
I still like the English voices on stuff. Just saying. Metal Gear. Let's just say I'm glad that Metal Gear was an English game. Let's just say that. I would not play that with Japanese Snake. Although I don't mind Japanese Snake, but
well, with Metal Gear, there's so much fucking talking. You'd be
it's
reading
Persona.
for 45 minutes at a time.
There's so much talking in Persona too.
I've never played Persona.
Especially this one.
I
bet this one has. I bet this one is
videos,
fully voiced. This one has to be fully voiced. Has to. It's on a Blu-ray. They have the room.
Yeah.
Put it on there. Because I know Persona on the was Persona 4 on the PS3? Yeah.
I don't fucking
Yeah, I think so. That was not fully voiced. There was a little bit of reading that you had to do, but it was mostly fully voiced. Like there wasn't a lot of reading in that game. I'm kind of interested in Persona, but I'm not interested in like a 50-hour plus game. I'm not gonna play that for 50 hours. So Minecraft got a new update. It's called Exploration, and it adds a map. It adds llamas that carry stuff for you. And it adds mansions that have scary stuff in there. Like monsters.
I don't entirely understand why you would be adding shit to that game at this point in time.
The thing about Minecraft now is what the fuck do you do with it? Like,
yeah, that's what I don't...
Like, Microsoft bought it, but you bought it for a lot, and what's the plan now? It's on everything.
I just don't get it.
It's literally on everything. If there's a screen on it...
I just don't get
you
the
can play
concept
Minecraft
to begin with, and then everything, yeah. So, but even if you put out an update, what is that doing for you at this point in time? Because is it going to make people buy the game?
I wonder if
Highly
Microsoft
doubtful.
sells like official servers that you can play it with. I have no idea. I haven't.
You
played...
can make your own server. You have a dedicated server of your own. You do whatever the fuck you want on that server.
I don't know if that's. I think that's the Java version.
On
I don't know how it works now with. Well, the PC version, it's split now because there's still the old Java version, but there's like the Windows specific Windows 10 version that's an app.
That I have no fucking clue on.
Yeah, then that I think you can play with Xbox One players with that.
No, they said that. Well, you could play with anyone. So if you're on a tablet, you can play with the people on the Xbox.
Okay, well,
or on PC.
I doubt you can play with the PS4 players though.
I think you can.
Well, that's
the way they said it at E3 is it seemed to be like whatever the hell you want to play it on, you can play with your friends.
Hey, if that's true, then hey, we already have a cross-platform game on the Sony consoles.
Maybe.
So everybody's like,
no, I'm not positive on that. But the thing, like, they even had Carmack come out and was doing it on VR.
Yeah, but that's because that's because he's invested in that stuff, though. The VR.
Well, I get that, but because he was on a phone VR or whatever.
Yeah, Gear VR. Yep. Which is still technically an Oculus thing.
It is okay.
Yeah, and then like they're in, like it's a Samsung Oculus split thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Like, fuck, phones are so powerful now. Like, you won't get the full experience, but you get enough of it. Like, you can still watch videos.
Well, the issue with it, like, yes, they're fairly powerful to a point, but that they require a substantial amount of power to actually play something for more than an hour. You're really chugging this shit out of your fucking battery on that thing.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna have to plug it into something eventually. You're not gonna be able to play that forever. But I mean, I've watched videos in VR on my phone. I've played this little weird platformer thing that you can totally play without VR, but it's cool to like lean around and look at stuff, and not actually swipe the screen and move around the camera physically. Whatever. It's whatever. The phone is so limited that you can't really do true tracking. It's just like look up and look down and stuff.
Yeah. Motionometer or whatever.
Yeah. Vince Zampella, the CEO of Respawn Entertainment, was speaking with Lixel. That's a website. Go check it out. Google it. I think it's Lixel.com. Anyways, he said that he had some reservations about Titanfall 2 being released alongside Battlefield and Call of Duty. He even mentioned that Activision was re-releasing his own game, Call of Duty 4. This is being up-resed. It got released with Infinite Warfare. So, there was even a publicist there for EA as well, and he mentioned that EA is quote-unquote committed to the franchise. And then Vince Zampella said, whatever the fuck that means after. Which is true, because... That's the only thing EA has said is like, we're committed to this. But what have they really done? Like, they released it pretty much to compete with Call of Duty and try to push out Call of Duty. It seems like that way. Because I think if Titanfall would have been released in, like, let's say, I don't know, February or March, it probably would have sold better.
March would have made a lot more sense.
It would have sold better for sure. But that's a game that I might buy next year actually, when it goes down in price and stuff.
No, like. All in all, I'd be more interested in Titanfall than Call of Duty, but Battlefield is, at this point in time, just a massive fucking behemoth. When DICE releases something, people...
Yes, but for me, it's not a single-player behemoth, and I still like playing a single-player thing with a storyline, and for me, it's a toss-up between Call of Duty and Titanfall.
Call of Duty? Okay.
Oh, yeah, Call of Duty, the single-player is usually okay. I like the single-player in Call of Duty, usually. Depends what game.
Call of Duty since the World War II one.
That's
the one
3.
after.
That's World at War.
Modern Warfare. Yeah.
Like the whole Black Ops 3 trilogy.
Like the
whole Black Ops trilogy.
I never played it.
In terms of the storyline, that whole trilogy, it's fucking amazing. The first one. There's stuff I like about the first one. The way it ends with like, oh my god, he killed JFK. But anyways, it's all right. Anyways, there's gonna be a Titanfall 3. That's pretty much what That's the only thing I hear when I hear EA say we're committed to the series. That's for another game. That's at least. But Vince Zampella does not sound too happy with EA right now. He might go back to Activision. Just switch back and forth.
Highly doubt that. But.
Well, I mean, he was with EA before. Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
So I mean, he could.
Well,
he
the
could
whole
go
thing
back.
that happened with Infinite Warfare or Infinity Ward, sorry.
Yeah.
That was like holy shit. Like that was just a giant pile of crap for everyone.
And with EA, it potentially could have been that way, but Vince didn't really have much of a position. Well, he wasn't in much of a position of power back then anyways. He wasn't like CEO of whoever made Medal of Honor back then. Might have just been EA. Don't know if there was a specific studio name to that.
Yeah, now what I would think would probably make a bit more sense is for Respawn to be making the with the game that he made before, the Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
And have that go year after year with Battlefield or something like that.
They already brought back Medal of Honor. They screwed that name up forever. Forever, it's done. No, I could see it being brought back, but it's kind of early. I don't know if I would bring that name back.
But
look, those games were not terrible.
You should still be going year switching with Battlefield opposed to releasing those two games on the same year. It just doesn't.
Yeah, right now that doesn't make sense. They just wanted to squish out Call of Duty.
3 weeks of each other or 2 weeks of each other. Like that really.
Oh, this is straight up just EA like throwing their dick around and being like, "Hey, Call of Duty,
I just
f you."
like I've bought. Well, actually, that's not like I've bought 2 new games within the past 2 years. Everything I've gotten was like bargain bin and or like off Steam sales or whatever. So like I paid like a tenth of what the original price would have been. So I feel that game prices are A, really fucking high, and B, there's just too the fuck many to actually be able to buy everything new. Like, and why would, like, if you're then changing a game nearly every week at this time of the year?
Sorry, I was laughing at myself there.
Yeah.
I caused a pretty good
Okay.
glitch there on the video feed. That's pretty funny.
Like, it's just a little annoying that they just keep putting out all these fucking games, and a lot of them the exact same. And they expect them to sell.
Call
like,
of Duty is super weird this year because this is like the first time where from studio to studio they kept like pretty much the same style. Like, you know, 1 year it was like I can slide on my knees, and then the next year it was like I have jetpacks on my feet and on my and I can go pew, rocket everywhere. And then the last Call of Duty kind of had like a jetpack thing. I think that was Black Ops 3, whatever the fuck the last freaking Call of Duty was.
I think it was Black Ops 3, and now
And I did not like Black Ops 3 was the first Call of Duty in a long time where I was just like, this is like super bad. I would rather play last year's game, which was whatever it was. It was Infinite. No, what the fuck was that last game called? It wasn't Infinite Warfare. It was something else. Anyways. And yeah.
Future Warfare.
Something like that. Whatever the one was with the rockets. It was cool.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Call of Duty in a while, just the multiplayer anyways. And this one it's more of the same. Like they kept pretty much the same controls, and it seems like they were just trying to go like, hey, Titanfall did that, we're gonna do it better, and it's not really better. At least it wasn't last time. All right, so Battleborn, you know what that is, right?
Yep.
All right. What's the studio that made it again? Fucking.
Well, it was. I don't know the studio, but it was released by Gearbox.
Yes, Gearbox.
I know that much, but
yes.
I don't know who the actual developer was.
I'm pretty sure it's Gearbox because the publisher is 2K.
I thought. Okay, yeah, no, you'd be right on that.
Yeah. So that game came out, and then Blizzard released a similar game called Overwatch, and it kind of did better.
No,
they're similar-ish. They're similar-ish.
Yeah, fair enough.
Similar enough that people gravitated towards Overwatch and not Battlefield or Battleborn.
Gravitated to Overwatch because it's a much better game.
Yeah, sure, you can say that. But hey, the fans of Battleborn over the last weekend, they drum up a day called Battleborn Day to get the interest in the game back. And hey, they did on Saturday, which was the day last week. It spiked. I would say that it went up maybe like 60% ish, 70% ish. But now it's back to where it was before.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Now, like, because the big difference is that there's minions in Battleborn.
Oh, I see.
For the most part, and then they have put
have
in
a
an
mode
update, I believe, for
that does that. Pretty
yes.
sure, yes.
Yeah, because it's just because I would say Overwatch is a hell of a lot more like Team Fortress.
Sure.
But again, Team Fortress is fucking old now, and
it's
like
free.
they've just been adding modes. Yes, well, yeah. I bought it, I think, 3 times because I got the orange box 3 different times on 3 different systems. But yeah, whatever.
If you got it on the PS3, you got it on Steam as well for nothing. Was that the orange box? No, that might have been Portal 2.
Yes, that was Portal 2.
Yeah,
I got it
forward in time there for no reason.
Maybe I only got it twice. Okay, maybe I only got it twice, but whatever.
Portal's all right. I don't hate Portal. I just never loved it enough to ever finish them.
Oh, I finished both. They were the second one was
I got right at the end
funny,
of the
but-
first one. I got right at the end, and I couldn't finish it.
well. The
And I was
first
just like,
games,
yep, I'm done.
the first game was not very long. It was only
It was
like
not
2
long,
hours.
but the very last thing, I knew how to finish it. I just couldn't goddamn do it with a controller. I don't know what the fuck. I just couldn't do it. I was just like, yep. I know how it ends anyways. It's not that crazy. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Wednesday morning, a jury in Fort Worth, Texas found defendant Anthony Clark guilty of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. And why is this gaming related? Well, the FBI accused him
For
of
the
working.
stupidest thing possible.
Yes,
but
well,
yeah.
so he was getting FIFA coins some weird way with robots or something. He was mining EA coins or FIFA
Okay.
coins.
Yeah,
And he
well,
was
FIFA
reselling
what the
them.
Fuck are FIFA coins?
Oh,
A?
so FIFA coins, you can get like card packs and you can get stuff in the game.
But that's just for FIFA. It's
Yes,
not
that
like
is just
you're-
for FIFA. So you can resell them though. Like if you have you could trade them and stuff. So
Who the fuck would buy that?
people who are desperate to have packs, card packs, virtual card packs for their virtual soccer. Should I call it virtual soccer? Because it's not virtual reality. It's just a video game. It's just a video game
Virtual
on a
football
screen.
and nuts.
On a screen. Well, it's not virtual. We're gonna
it's a
get
virtual
there.
game.
We're gonna get there someday. We're
Oh, it
gonna
is
be
it
playing
is-
virtual soccer someday.
But it is a virtual game.
Yes, but it's on a flat screen.
Well, it's just
It's not
Yeah,
a
but
it's not a
still-
helmet on my head with two screens, and I'm seeing in 3D.
you're not gonna be able to play soccer. with
someday.
Just a helmet.
Someday.
Not with that, just a helmet.
Oh no, but there's gonna be other things that are like detecting your feet and stuff. And
Well, you'd have to be in a full bodysuit.
yeah, that's how they're gonna play soccer in the future.
And how you're running around, I don't entirely understand that, but sure.
So we're not even gonna look at them play on the field. It's gonna be like some 3D virtualization of them on the screen. That's what we're gonna watch. They're gonna be playing a video game. We're gonna be watching the video game, but they're actually gonna be on the field playing. It's just gonna be more crazy because we can like add like flames and stuff when they kick the ball. It's gonna be cool. Did you ever watch NHL on Fox?
Yeah.
And they had like
The
that streak on the
highlight
puck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lasted like 1 year. Never to be seen again. I actually think that wasn't a bad idea for SD TVs, but nowadays, like that TV, the TV resolution, just you can see the puck. There's no problem. You can see it. That's what I noticed. That's like one of the biggest things I noticed in HD was when you watch hockey, just like holy shit, look at the puck. It's clear as day. Like even when the camera's moving around, you see the puck. That was the problem with SD. The second the fucking camera starts moving, you're like, well, it's a blurry mess, and I can't really see the fucking puck anymore. All right. What else? Google, hey, they launched something called Quick Draw, and I checked it out. So you're pretty much playing Pictionary with an AI, and the AI guesses what you draw. It's pretty good. I mean, I think you play 5 rounds, and every time I played, he missed like
And you
one or
play
two.
with humans?
No,
Or
no.
is it just okay?
There's plenty of sites you can do that. If you want to play with
I'm just
Google,
like-
if you want to play with a Google robot,
Yeah, well, that's what I don't entirely get. So why the hell would you?
I
wanna
played
play
it for
with
half
the-
a second. And I was like, hey, look at that! It recognized some stuff. That's cool. It's kind of
Well, you
like
just draw
Skype.
draw like vaginas and penises and see what happens. I don't know.
Skype has a bunch of robots, and they have one where it's like a photo recognizer, and you can like throw a photo in there. And it's like, hey, this is 2 people sitting, and you're like, yep, that's what it is. Good stuff. It's pretty crazy. Battlefield 1, there was a patch that came out over last week. The coolest thing that changed is how the squad leader changes now. So let's say you have a squad leader and he doesn't call a new order in 60 seconds, or I think it might be 3 minutes. It's something like that. It's 3 minutes or 60 seconds. He doesn't call an order. They switch to somebody that wants an order. So like, let's say you request an order.
Right. Okay.
They will make that guy the squad leader.
Squad leader.
And then let's say, I don't know, the squad leader just sucks at doing the
Yeah.
things. He will also get replaced with somebody that's doing better underneath him. So that's all automatic. You could actually do that before, but you had to vote him out. And nobody's going to fucking bother to go in a menu and vote out somebody. So it's better this way. That's the most substantial thing. They fixed other things, but whatever. So the 3DS, some people have been getting their systems banned because they got Pokemon Sun and Moon early, and they were idiots and went online. So hey.
So it would be banned from online.
So because
You wouldn't actually
because
be able
it's Nintendo, here's how it works. They don't know how the internet works, so it's not your username that gets banned, and then you can just format your system and then do no, it's the system. They ban
The system
the
law.
actual system, so you're fucked for eternity
Oh,
with that
okay.
system. Yeah,
But you're still able to play a single player game. It's just in that system, that unit actually has
but
with the
yes,
MAC
that system
address or
cannot go
whatever.
online on Nintendo
I know.
services. It might be able to go like on a web browser or something, maybe. But if you have a bunch of stuff downloaded in the Nintendo store, you literally have to go buy another 3DS.
Lost it. Okay.
Like you literally have to go do that. Which hey, that's your own fucking fault. That's all I have to say about that. If you illegally got
I'm
this,
pretty
early,
sure if they were pirated the thing, they don't have anything in their store that they purchased themselves.
Yeah.
Likely.
But the thing is let's say you got it early at a mom and pop shop. The thing is, I'm not really educated in how this leaked early, so I don't know if it's out there or if it's just like a few that were given out and somebody put it on the internet. I have no idea. So
Right.
let's say you got it legally at a store that just decided to sell it to you early. That kind of sucks, but I have not
highly
seen people
doubt
complain.
that,
I've seen a
but-
lot of people complain. I checked out like 4chan and stuff, and like there was nobody saying like I bought this early and they banned me. Blah blah blah. No, it was just a lot of people were complaining, but nobody said
That
they
they're
bought it
hack-
early.
that they're hackers, so yeah, good luck. Have fun.
Yep. There's actually a lot of people that were level-headed and said like, I knew this was a possibility. Oh well.
I still don't understand why you would go online.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like, the second you crack your system, like, what are you doing? Don't go online with that thing. Do not go online unless you have a mode where you can spoof it to fake a real console. Like sometimes you can mod your system where you have a
Maybe
switch
they
on it.
did.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they did.
And
it's
maybe they
just
detected it still.
lost
Who
that.
knows?
Yeah.
Yep. That's the risk you take, man. Don't go online with a modded system because they can always maybe find you sometime. Eventually, your luck will run out. Eventually.
They figure out how you're doing your shit, and then they stop you.
Yeah, just because
What
you've
they
been
do.
playing for a year doesn't mean that you're not going to get fucked. All right. So Japan sold a lot of PS4 Pros in the first 4 days of release. So they sold 65,194 units. That's off the shelf to people. And then they also sold 28,000 of the regular consoles. So in 4 days, they sold about like 90.
So regular meaning slim?
Yes,
Or just
slim.
combination?
A combination, whatever, the first one. The first non-pro ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
So what? That's like about
fuck.
that's
Yeah,
almost
almost
100,000.
90,000.
almost
Yeah.
90? Yeah, almost
Could be
90.
almost 90.
Almost 90. 80,
But
80
that's
88,000.
just in Japan. That's a lot of
Yes.
fucking consoles.
Yes. And the little Famicom Mini that came out, they sold 262,000 of those in Japan. That's a lot. I wonder how much they sold in the US. This is all according to Famitsu, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder how it's doing in the US because I hear that a lot of stores wanted to order like 20 to 50 of them and they only got
Yeah.
2.
2, yes. And I think that's the big thing.
Fucking
of,
crazy.
Like, they're doing the whole thing of what the Wii was, though.
Yep.
Like, the Wii was like, everyone wants it, oh, we only got 2 in for people that 50 or 60 that want it. Well, okay, then it just drums up media, which then, oh, this thing's gotta be fucking amazing. They're sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
But was the Wii amazing?
No, it was not. But here's another thing too. Like, in Ottawa, it was about 1 p.m. and I know stores that weren't sold out yet, and I could have gotten this thing at 1 p.m. still.
Why?
It's $60, $2 a game.
Right.
That's all right. It's all right.
No.
Some of those games, the thing about some of those games is just so. Who the fuck wants to play Pac-Man on the fucking Nintendo? No one. That's the fucking answer. No one. I have that cart. I own that cart. Do you know how often I put it in the fucking system? Never.
Never.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to fucking play that fucking version of the game. Miss Pac-Man on the Nintendo, maybe I would play that one, but not fucking Pac-Man. No, it's the same level over and over again. Not interested. And it's the fucking shitty Nintendo version. All right.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs 2 has a mission where you steal a trailer for an unreleased game from Ubisoft. So there's a fake Ubisoft in the game. Well,
Right.
fake,
Well, fictional.
So
Ubisoft.
people were wondering if it was real when they first saw it, and it turns out that, hey, it is. We don't know if the game is actually going to ever come out. It seems like at this point that it won't, but it's called Pioneer. And it was like a space exploration sci-fi thing.
Yeah. Well, like out of how, like that's actually kind of a cool concept to do, because like Ubisoft or EA or Activision or Bethesda, like all these big fucking companies have to have games so they can.
Mm-hmm.
So like they have a substantial amount of footage or this or that of something. What do you do with it? Well, you put it into another game.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of clever
in an interesting way. And they talk about like Assassin's Creed getting leaked too through. I don't know if they specifically named Kotaku, but that, like all the shit came through Kotaku. So they're like, and it was like, I'm gonna fire you if this leaks. And he's like, oh, it won't leak. I promise you, their security is super awesome. Yeah. That stuff from Ubisoft is always interesting. It's weird. Here, I'm just going to skip ahead a news story here real quick because it's also Ubisoft related. French stock market regulators have accused 5 Ubisoft executives of stealing selling stock based on inside knowledge. An accusation that the video game publisher steadily denies. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Well, so the news is they sold.
If you work at Ubisoft or like Research in Motion and you know shit's going down and you sell, you're quite likely going to get your ass raped because of whatever. But
like Martha Stewart.
I just don't understand that fact. So the getting stock options means you're fucked.
Yeah, I know. It is weird, right? I know. You can never sell them.
Because that's what happened to my father-in-law. He worked at Nortel, which Nortel at one of the points in time was a massive fucking company, one of the largest in the world. And he was an accountant. So he kind of looked at the books or whatever, some of the books, and he noticed shit was going wrong. But he couldn't sell the $3 million he had in stocks. Because then he would have been sued for ass rapage of knowing that shit was about to hit the fan, because he didn't find out until like a month before or 3 weeks before it actually came out.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is also pretty old because they sold their stocks 5 weeks before Watch Dogs and The Crew would be delayed. So like this was like 2014.
Oh, that's a while ago.
Yeah. I mean, this is maybe even 2013. Watch Dogs came out in 14.
I think it was 14. Yeah.
So yeah, this might have been even. Yeah, it was before that. So yeah, this is a while ago. That's a weird thing. Like, there's so many more worse things than insider trading. I think. Like, I get it, but like at the same time, like
no, I don't.
How then why don't have stocks then?
Yeah,
like, it's
exactly.
It's a weird thing, but like a lot of your incentives is stocks. It's like, hey, work really good, we're gonna give you stocks.
Well, because at one point in time, like my in-laws had like a shit ton of stocks, and then he had nothing because he couldn't do anything. Like once the company started going down, he couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he couldn't do anything before they went down because he knew something, and like it just doesn't, like, you'd have to do it. Like, I guess if you're just blind, but if you're a CEO or something up there, you know what the fuck's about to happen, or you know what's happening. So, like, the point of having stocks, I guess. But the thing is, you'd sell it at the absolute highest. So when you make a shit ton of money on a good game or something, and then you just cash out, say bye bye, fuck you later. I'm going to go live in Hawaii on some private island and fuck some whores or something. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yep, that's pretty much what you have to do. Is like, all my stocks, I'm out of here right now. Let's get out of here. I'll just go live somewhere where it's pretty remote and nobody's gonna ever find me. I'm gone. Yeah. Man, I wish I had videos of this. I totally forgot to get them, but hey, I think this might be the biggest news story of the week. It's kind of a weird one. So Watch Dogs 2 has penises and vaginas in it. Fully rendered, flaccid penises and vaginas. The lips and everything. I don't know if like it's that detailed, but you can definitely. Yeah. I saw lips. I saw like you could see the lips. I don't know if you see like everything, but there's lips and there's a bush. That's for sure. So, anyways, here's the thing: they're gonna patch it out, but I read in an update that the patch is only gonna patch out the vaginas, not the penises. Virtual penises, fine. Virtual vaginas, get them out of here. We can't deal with that. There's still boobs in the game, but this is vagina bullshit. Get it out of here.
Well, I don't. How the fuck would that have gone past ERCB or PEGI? Like, I don't.
Yes, ESRB. I don't think that showing genitalia virtually is AO. I think like fucking.
Why are they patching it? Oh, why are they?
Fucking is AO because the penises aren't getting patched.
No.
It's just the vaginas. So here's the thing. Here's the message that Ubisoft is sending. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Mm-hmm. Okay, vaginas are vulgar and gross. Okay, get them out of here. We do not need to see this stuff. Penises though, fine. That's totally cool.
I've seen the CEO at the EA conference. I'm pretty sure he likes some penis.
Well, this is Ubisoft. So.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what I like. The CEO of Ubisoft at EA. I'm pretty sure he likes some penis.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
He's European. He's
some
very.
People like penises. That's what stops me from being gay for the most part. Is the penis part. Everything except the penis part. I would. Hey, if there would be a dude here with me all the time, and we could just hang out and be like, hey, and then everything after that, where it starts to get sexual, I'm out. I can't do it. But if I could have a dude here all the time and we love each other and we hang out, that's awesome. I would totally do that. But then everything
I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm just saying, if I could be gay, I would. But I can't. Penises gross me out. So what I'm saying is that the vaginas should not be blurred. The penises should be blurred.
Neither should be blurred.
I am a feminist.
I don't.
It should be equal. God damn it.
But within the PEGI 16 or the PEGI rating or the ESRB or whatever, wouldn't they actually then say?
Oh yeah, it says
genitalia?
Nudity on it. It says nudity. I'm sure it says nudity on it.
Well, I guess there'd be a difference between breasts.
No, there's no difference.
And
there is no difference.
Okay.
It's all nudity. I guess it could say like,
genitalia.
Well, like nudity is nudity, god damn it. You're naked.
Yeah. Well, nudity would be bare ass, breasts, topless or something.
It's a bare ass. That's not even nudity anymore. That's just a butt.
Genitalia is like it's hanging. Now, what would be funny is if it was like fully erect. The guy's just sitting there jerking.
No, honestly, to me, it's funnier when it's not erect. It's just
well, in the game itself, it would just you're just watching this game, the guy's jerking off.
So like
your parents walking because you're 14.
So here's something else too. The first guy that streamed this on the PS4 and like uploaded videos to the internet and stuff, he got his fucking PSN account banned for a week. For 1 week. Yeah.
Because it was in the game.
Yes, it was in the game. It says that you can't show nudity and stuff. So even if it is in the game or in real life, you can't show it.
That's it. Well, that's
Anyways, vaginas are scary and we should blur them out.
Okay, now with the vaginas being blurred out and the penis is not, that's going to let the PlayStation 4 stream it now?
I don't know if he got banned specifically for the penis. Maybe he got only banned after he streamed the vagina.
I don't know. I don't know if it is it in the same scene or is it?
No, it's not.
Different
It was not. The dude. He was just a random dude in an alley, and he was just naked and had a beanie on, and he was just random dude. And then the naked lady was like a hippie lady, just doing hippie stuff.
Shit, that's funny.
She was
just some fucking crazy bum that's just wearing a beanie and nothing else.
Yep. That happens. That happens in cities, man. I've been in Toronto.
Well, I know it does, but it's just they actually put that into the game. That's funny.
It's interesting that it's fully rendered. Like, you could put naked people in the game and not have that stuff. But yeah, I am not opposed to it. Hey, naked people in video games.
Is he walking around wearing a trench coat and just going?
No. Like, so he's walking in an alley and there's just a dude like leaning up against the wall and you only see his ass and then he starts walking and he's like, "Oh, hey, look, that's a penis right there."
That's weird. Like, no one would do that.
A homeless dude.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, he's in the alley.
They have to have clothes or something, or they'd be
he was
dead.
hot. It's a hot day in San Fran. Wow, there's just something else about this story that whatever. Got everything I need to say about that.
Yeah.
And our last news story here. Hey, if anybody wants to call in, I know there's nobody, but hey, Skype, Mega Scorcher TV. You can always do it anytime. So even if you're watching our recorded show here, hey, we're live Thursday. Come on by and you can call in. Super Mario Run is coming out on iOS December 15th, 10 days before Christmas, halfway through the month. So you can download it for free and play it, but the full thing will cost you $10. Which is what they've been saying since the beginning. It's not exactly free to play because you're not always buying stuff infinitely for it, but it's free to start is what they call it. And then you gotta buy. I don't know what the actual buying things do.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. There's even like a multiplayer mode in there, so where you compete against each other and try to run at the end of the level the fastest. It looks alright. I mean, it's Super Mario on an iOS device. It's what you would expect. It's specifically new Super Mario Bros. 2, so the 3D one. It'd be cool if you could like change a tile set and just go, "Hey, I'm going to play this in classic Nintendo style." No thoughts on this?
No,
Nothing.
not really.
All right, well, that's all I got. Unless you have something else that I don't have here.
Nope.
All right.
Got nothing.
So then I'm just going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, megascorcher.com. Go check that out. Go check out all our MP3s, the VODs. YouTube.com/megascorchertv is our channel. Go like it and subscribe. Our video. So here's the thing. Our videos get posted up 3 months after our podcasts do. So if you're wondering, like, where's the latest episode on YouTube, it just gets posted later. Stay tuned. We're gonna do Sprawl and Brawl right after this. So if you're watching live, stick around. If not, like I said, megascorcher.com. It's all there. So thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna get Battlefield by the time we are here next week, so I can talk about some video games. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? That's not a free iPhone game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Whatever.
All right. So thanks for tuning in. See you guys.